Seattle limited Sparks star Candace Parker to just 3 points in the fourth quarter. Breanna Stewart scored 27 points and Sue Bird had 10 points and 11 assists. Nearing the midpoint of its best start to a season since winning the WNBA championship in 2010, the Storm added a welcome display of grit and defensive tenacity that coach Dan Hughes had been seeking. In front of a 8,447 at Key Arena and an ESPN2 national audience, Seattle pulled away from Los Angeles in the final minutes for an 81-72 victory that was as impressive as any win this year. "We couldn't separate in this one, so it was a game on you're testing different stages," Hughes said. "To come out the other side, you can't replace the confidence to understand how really competitive situations are and finding a way to have poise down the stretch." Connecticut at Storm, 4 p.m., JOE TV. "I want us to win in different ways. It would be great if we shoot threes and have great offense and all of that every night, but that's just not real. We need to win games by going to the paint. We need to win games by staying in place and holding LA to 38% shooting." The Sparks, 11-4, came into Thursday night's matchup with the best record in the WNBA and needing a win to tie the season series after the Storm, 11-5, ran away with an 88-63 blowout 3 weeks ago in Los Angeles. Unlike the team's first meeting, Seattle couldn't rely solely on its high-scoring offense, which connected on just 4 of 19 three-pointers. This time, the outcome was in doubt early in the fourth quarter when Los Angeles erased a 13-point deficit and tied the score at 61 with 7:49 remaining. Seattle ended the game with a 20-11 run. "This isn't a game where I would pinpoint one stat or one play that won us the game," said Sue Bird, who finished with 10 points and a season-high 11 assists. "We did enough early to get a lead, and we did enough late to hold on and win. Sometimes it's that making plays." Bird made perhaps the biggest play of the night in the fourth quarter when she broke up a 2-on-1 fast break that would have given Los Angeles its first lead. The Storm star tipped away a pass from Candace Parker intended for an open gentle Lavender in the paint for a sure lay-in. Rather than the Sparks going ahead, the play ended with Bird tossing a no-look pass to Alicia Clark for a layup and foul. After connecting on the free throw, Seattle led 68-64. Soon after, Breanna Stewart, who had 27 points and 11 rebounds, delivered a dagger three-pointer that put the Storm up 73-67, and the Sparks never mounted another serious threat. "Candace is a player that when you let her go in the open court, she'll go," said Bird, who collected 2 steals. "And I knew in that moment she was going to be the ball handler and look to push it. I knew it. And she lost it, so it's not like I did much. But the minute she lost it, I knew I could get to it. And I was able to tip it and go from there." Despite the Storm's harassing defense that bumped, bullied and repeatedly knocked Parker to the floor, the two-time WNBA MVP single-handedly carried Los Angeles, which kept pace with Seattle for 3 quarters. However, Parker, who finished with 27 points and 11 rebounds, faded in the fourth while the Storm held her to just 3 points on 0 for 3 shooting from the field in the final frame. Forward Nneka Ogwumika, who leads LA in scoring, 16.2 points per game, and rebounding, 7.4, sat out for a second straight game because of a back injury. With the 2016 WNBA MVP, the Sparks relied heavily on Parker, who finished with a season-high 6 turnovers and collected a technical foul after arguing with officials. The Sparks received 12 points from Chelsea Gray and 10 from Lavender. "I can't turn the ball over 6 times, Parker said. "That's a huge part of what they feed off of in transition." For the second straight game against Los Angeles, Seattle never trailed thanks to a collective effort that included 14 points from Natasha Howard and 13 from Jewell Loyd. "We just found a way to win," Bird said. "I think people made plays a lot of times on their own offensively. Stewie taking it to the rim and Natasha driving. People just found a way to make a play to win."